Hello there and welcome everybody! Welcome to Pinball Storytellers, our weekly storytelling show! How's it going? Welcome to our show, and this is my beautiful co-host over on here, Justin, and down below me we have our special guest, Distracted Elf.
Hi!
So guys, let's meet our special guest before we do anything else.
Oh, okay.
Distracted Elf?
Yeah.
For those who don't know who you are.
Oh, alright. I'm Distracted Elf. I play in Chucky's Gems of Power game that just started up. We're super hype about that. Tomorrow, by the way, so, you know, be there.
Yes.
And I'm a Twitch streamer, obviously. And you can find me at twitch.tv/DistractedElf. I'm currently absorbed in Grand Theft Auto 5 multiplayer stuff, and I'm a variety streamer, so...
Go do some heists.
I do all kinds of things. Yeah, so there you go.
Awesome. And Justin, what's up? How have you been?
I've been actually pretty good. It's been last week was a long week, so I'm hoping this week will be a little bit better.
Yes. You've had quite a very bad luck with food poisoning.
It's been a bad year, actually.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, I think it was the third time this year. Now that it's passed, they can make fun.
Like
of it.
not since January, but in the last it's been in the last 12 months. It's happened like a couple times. Yeah.
I feel like you should probably think more about where you're eating.
It's never from the same place. It's never from the same place.
So you're not like one of those people who goes to the same sandwich shop like after they
No.
get food poisoning like 3 times. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
No, Justin's variety
Actually, I have a theory.
embodied.
Variety food poisoning. Yeah.
I have a theory that because of the California drought, there's more cross-contamination.
Might be. That's an interesting theory, actually.
Okay, so real fast, Justin, for those people from Elf's chat, you know you love this, and you know I love making you do this. What is Pinball Storytellers?
So, Pinball Storytellers is a game where we take, or a show really, where we take very familiar stories like fairy tales that you're familiar with, like Red Riding Hood and Three Little Pigs, and we put them in the context, or we try and put them in the context of D&D. And we make it a little random. We make the directions that the story can go flexible, and we end up telling familiar stories with uncertain ends.
That's it. I love it how you just incorporate the logo.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
It's the cat.
Okay, so
the catchphrase.
Now the question every time. By the way, again, if you guys want to know a bit more about Pinball Storytellers, there's a small button underneath named Prayers and Characters, and we have a Pinball Storytellers document over on there, basically telling you about the format that we do on the show. This week, we're returning to our roots, if you want to put it like that, the original format that we started the show in, and I think the original idea that we both had, me and Justin, when we started the show. So, Justin, do you think we want to tell chat what the story is?
This is a pretty obscure story.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. Honestly,
I don't
probably
think
want to say something. I don't know.
It's sometimes it's cool for them not to know. Sometimes it's cool for them to know. I'm in between on this. That's why I'm asking you guys. What do you think?
All right. We'll do this. This is a fairy tale, and it's not a Western fairy tale.
So it's not well known by most people.
So it's just going to be a story for most people, and then it's going to be a treat to read them up. As always, for those watching on YouTube, the story is going to be down below. And at the end of the show, we're going to share the story link with you guys if you want to read it afterwards. To see how the original story went and how we fucked it up. Or made it better. The beauty is kind of in the eye of the beholder.
Totally gonna fuck it up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, for those who ever watched this show, the first episode is literally the monolith of what this show is about, and the ending to that is just amazingly funny. How it started on track and then it went like this. It went boom like the Nagasaki bomb.
What?
Whoa!
That's how bad it explodes.
Wow, this episode just got real.
That's a little bit heavy, don't you think, Chucky? A little bit heavy right there.
I mean, it literally, so for some people who may take shows like this a way bit too serious, I would say child direct, because how you know that story and how we actually did it. Let's just say alcohol, drugs, death, murder. There's a lot of things involved in a child fairy tale that should not be in a child fairy tale.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Things are never quite the way you expect.
Okay, so let's start our story. So Justin, as always, what are the characters and the setting we started? It's gonna be
A lot of die rolling for. Okay.
I wanna jump
Okay.
on.
First tell us a bit about the setting. Like, where are we right now?
Well, we our story starts with an old couple, and the husband is a very poor bamboo cutter, and he goes out every day and manages to scrape a living cutting bamboo and splitting it down the middle, and then he takes it home, and his wife fashions it into household items, and they sell it, and they manage to scrape by. So if you imagine a not necessarily rich country that has a lot of bamboo products and is otherwise very rocky and hard to live in and not necessarily an economic powerhouse, you might have some idea of where we're starting out.
All right.
Sounds a bit like a rural part of China or Japan, something like that.
Yeah, like a rural part.
I don't know exactly where bamboo grows, to be honest.
Somewhere.
It's pretty much all over Asia. Anywhere it goes, it grows because it's a grass.
Awesome. Good. Great. Okay, and what are our characters?
Well, that depends on how far we get and where we go. But we're definitely going to have to start out with the bamboo cutter.
Okay.
That's
So let's decide who gets to be the bamboo cutter.
Got
So usually we just roll dice, and I think that's what we're gonna do. Oh, by the way, chat, this is also a very special day.
Oh no!
For this Jack
No,
Fennel
don't
here.
do this. Don't.
It's her birthday.
Oh, it is. My birthday is on 4/20. Yeah. No, don't I feel super great about that?
Dude, happy birthday.
If you don't feel super great about that, you could always light up and then you'd feel better.
So now let's roll a 1d20 each of us, and who rolls the highest gets to be the bamboo cutter.
Oh God, Chucky, I haven't joined the. Hang on. I was so preoccupied with eating food, I haven't joined the freaking thing.
No, no problem.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
I rolled a 14. I don't know. Being the bamboo cutter would be so difficult.
I don't want to be the bamboo cutter.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh!
Yes!
Why do I have to be the bamboo cutter?
Okay, so I rolled the rollist, so I'm gonna be the narrator.
Crit.
So, long ago, there lived an old bamboo woodcutter. He was very poor and sad also, for no child had heaven sent to cheer his old age, and in his heart there was no hope of rest from the work till he died and was laid in the quiet grave. Every morning he went forth into the woods and the hills wherever the bamboo reared its life-green plumes against the sky. When he had made his choice, he would cut down these feathers of the forest and spread them lengthwise, or cutting them down into joints, would carry the bamboo wood home and make it into various articles for the household. And he and his wife gained a small livelihood by selling them. One morning, bamboo cutter, you got out for your work. How are you feeling that morning?
Oh, you know, it's a hard life, right? Being a bamboo cutter. It's not very lucrative. I don't make a lot of money, and it's a lot of work. And I'm old, right? So it's tough. I'm always looking for a way to fill my heart with something other than this drudgery. This work that I have to do.
Makes sense. Today it seems like the fates smile on you. You find a very nice clump of bamboos, close to your home.
Yes! I go and I cut that because you need the best quality, clearly. Like, if it's a really good clump of bamboo, I gotta go and cut that bamboo up.
Okay, so you start cutting down the bamboo with your axe. You know what? Give me just a 1d20.
Okay.
I don't think. Do we think that a bamboo cutter needs a stat array?
Like a perception check thing.
That's what we usually do. We decide if we want to roll a stat array for him. I feel like the bamboo cutter doesn't need.
I don't feel like
he's a
commoner.
I don't know. There's gonna be some persuasion check later.
That's true. I mean.
Yeah, he needs a stat array. We need to decide proficiencies.
Okay.
This is the thing.
Elf, come on. Decide this man's appearance and fate.
Oh no. Okay. All right. So what do you need me to roll? What do you want me to do?
We're gonna do 3d6 down the line.
Oh, okay. All right.
And Justin, as our royal scribe, will write them down.
I got it.
That's 6.
There we go. That's, well, not the very greatest strength, but I guess
he's old, you know, he's old. He's got...
Yeah, you're dexterous.
Yeah.
You know exactly where to hit that you don't really need force.
Because, Chucky, I mean, bamboo isn't that... Like, if you're cutting it, it's not too bad, right? Like, if it's single bamboo things, like, you should be fine with a little bit of skill, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a bamboo cutter in real life,
good.
so I don't have any idea.
You're a bamboo cutter now.
I am now.
Better do a good job about it.
I am now, yeah.
You have this man's fate to think about.
All right, his perception is -3 for the record.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Okay. So,
but let's say
give me that
we have to
perception
give like
check.
2 proficiencies. Let's say he's proficient in nature, because there's no way.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I'd also say craft because he.
No, because his wife crafts, not him. He just cuts it.
He's right.
No.
She-
It says
right.
he will cut down the feathers in the forest, and he would make them into various articles for the household.
Okay.
I don't see
Oh,
a mention of his wife.
alright, fine. Alright.
So let's say
So he has a crafting
I just-
proficiency
Nature and
at
craft.
bamboo.
it's like craft is dex, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so now I understand why he's making so much money, because his dex is nice and high. All right.
So much money that he works every each
so
day
much
till
money.
sun up to sundown.
Hey, he makes enough money to get by. That's more than a lot of people.
That's fair enough.
Just saying.
I can't say anything about that. Okay, so roll me that perception check.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm at a -3, aren't I?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Damn it.
Wow.
No.
Okay,
There we go.
That's okay. So you are completely unaware of this until it hits you right in the face. You start cutting the bamboos, and suddenly you are half blinded by a shiny light, a extremely shining light.
It's like daytime and nighttime. Alright. I don't know why I'd be cutting bamboo at night. Never mind. Redacted. But, okay, so there's a really bright shining light. Can I see where it's coming from? Like, is there any...
A couple of minutes pass and you regain your vision.
Okay, so yeah.
And you start seeing a shimmering light in the middle of a small grove of bamboos, as if the full moon just rose up right in that spot.
Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna check out where this light's coming from, because I'm an adventurous bamboo cutter and I'm not afraid of weird lights. So it should be fine. I'll protect myself with my bamboo cutting axe.
So you see one bamboo that's actually shining as you go closer to it.
Just a single bamboo.
Just one single bamboo.
I mean, if it's shining, then it's gonna be valuable, right? So
you go towards it.
Heard it here first, Chad. All shiny things are valuable.
And the green bamboo stem, almost too wonderful to behold.
Mm-hmm.
In the midst of all this brilliant shining light stands a tiny human, 3 inches in height, and exquisitely beautiful in appearance.
Okay. Little bit freaked out at this point. I mean, 3-inch tall person. I'm assuming person, like not child, like.
Seems to be a child.
But 3 inches tall. I mean, that's like
3 inches tall. Yes,
like
yes,
that.
exactly like that.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna wave at the little person and hope that they wave back.
So, with a person, what do you do? Justin, you rolled higher than me.
Aw.
Ha! You get to play.
I don't think I can do a voice high enough to simulate a 3-inch tall person.
Are you sure? It's pretty easy.
Now, see,
You can try.
that's not high enough. You gotta go way higher than you. You understand
Are
how
you sure?
small.
It's really easy.
I don't say anything. I just flip my hair.
Oh, okay. Just doing the hair flip. Okay.
I just sit
Right.
there glow faintly while you
You
know.
just glowing and looking fantastic. Well, you're probably like, I mean, I am desperate for like a family, you know, and I've been praying for a child for so long, as Chucky was saying earlier in his wonderful narration, that I would even accept this small creature. Would she you know, be okay with it? As my child, I'll take her home. You know, I'll hold out my hand and she can like sit on it, and we'll like go home. And you know, if it doesn't work out, I'm pretty poor, and she's probably pretty valuable because she's a tiny person that glows. So I'm sure somebody would want to buy her. So you know, that's another thing that we could do.
Sounds good. Sounds good. By the way, chat. For the purposes of this story, Justin's hotness is 18. Yes, there's no way around
It's just
this.
like
trust
it's just
me.
like real life.
Yep. Yep. For the purposes of this story, we're gonna go opposite in real life. Justin Hart is not gonna be 18. So by the way, Justin, the fun thing about this is that you can you talk or not? Because this is one thing that I didn't see throughout the story at the beginning, at least. Can you talk? Do you have the ability?
I'm gonna say that I had the ability to talk, but I forgot how, and it's just gonna take me a little while to remember.
You just like haven't talked to anyone for a really long time. I see.
Yeah,
Interesting. Sounds good. Sounds good.
it's been several light seconds.
Okay. So do you come back to my bamboo cutter hut and meet my wife?
I can't really stop you from picking
That's
me
true.
up.
I could just pick you up. That's a good point.
Your
I've been
wife
kidnapped.
is extremely happy at seeing this. Seeing the brilliant tiny human, she can't help but just put her into a small little basket for safekeeping. She hugs you several times and tells you, "Where did you find this treasure?"
Among the bamboo, because that's what I do. I cut bamboo, so that would be the only place that I would go.
You sound a bit guilty.
You giants kidnapped me from my home and then put me in a basket.
Look, do you want a kid or not?
Oh, okay. But put it like this. If there's another mother that comes searching for yet another child that you didn't
Yet
find in
another.
the bamboo,
Have I kidnapped children before?
just saying.
All right. So the old man is like a serial child kidnapper.
Elf, put it like this. This is how I went with it. You improvise on it.
God. All right. This will be the last one. I swear.
Okay.
I mean, it's different from all the rest. It glows.
You're right. It's quite beautiful. Okay, maybe you wait a thing. And he puts you into a basket. And the rest of the day, she just watches you. Hey there, how's it going?
She's like, oh god. All right, so, I guess time goes on.
Yeah, the old couple were now very happy, for it had been a lifelong regret that they had no children of their own. And with the joy they now expended all their love of their old age on the little child who had come to them in such a marvelous manner. From this time on, the old man often found interesting items into the bamboo. One day when you start cutting your bamboo, you start finding gold and precious stones embedded in the bamboo.
In my bamboo? That's badass! I'm so lucky! Can I use my knowledge nature to see if this is like a reasonable thing to happen? Because I really don't think, like...
Definitely,
Sure,
yeah.
absolutely.
'cause I really don't think that gold should be coming out of bamboo. I've never seen this happen before, but I mean, I've only worked with bamboo my whole life, so...
Yeah, let's go.
What's my proficiency with knowledge nature? What am I rolling at?
You're kind of an old... I'd say at least his proficiency should be a 3.
Alright, we'll give it a +3.
He's a level 5 woodcutter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
let's go.
It's
Old age is just
I
taking
keep
that
doing
strength
this
down.
without putting the D in front. There we go.
You need the D. The D's.
I need
You're
the D.
pretty sure this is not regular,
Alright.
regular happenstance, but at the same time you have a growing child in a basket at home.
So I can be reasonably sure that gold shouldn't be coming out of my bamboo, but
Yes,
and precious
stranger things have happened recently. So we're just gonna dismiss it and take the gold because we want. I mean, I wanted kids and I got a kid, kinda, and now I want to be wealthy and I'm getting gold. So we're good to go. I mean, I'm set for life. Here we go. Just hope the gold keeps growing from the bamboo and we'll be fine.
Awesome. So he built himself a fine house, did the bamboo cutter, and was no longer known as the poor bamboo cutter, but as a wealthy man.
Hell yeah! Everybody's gonna
Justin?
everybody's gonna respect me now.
Do you want to read the next paragraph?
Do you want me to read the next paragraph?
It's kind of jumping around the narratives. I think that's only me would be boring for chat here. They want to hear your voice.
3 months passed quickly away, and in that time the bamboo child had wonderful to say, become a full-grown girl. Yes, she did. So her foster parents did up her hair and dressed her in beautiful kimonos. She was of such wondrous beauty that they placed her behind the screens like a princess and allowed no one to see her, waiting upon her themselves. It seemed as if I got upgraded from baskets, apparently. It seemed as if she were made of light, for the house was filled with a soft shining, so that even in the dark of night it was like daytime. Bitches be bright. Her presence seemed to have a benign influence on those there. Whenever the old man felt sad, he had only to look upon his foster daughter, and his sorrow vanished, and he became as happy as when he was a youth.
I'm not bitter anymore. That's good. I can just, whenever I'm feeling a little bit depressed, she's just like my Xanax. Like, I just go there and look at her, and everything's fine.
Today, now, Elf, comes the celebration of the naming of the newfound child, and you haven't given a name to the child. So what do you decide to do?
Well, I mean...
Oh, no, well, you have to call in a celebrated name giver. It's a tradition.
You're right. You're right, I do. I can't just name her. That's not how it works.
Chucky has to,
Yeah, that's Western. That's Western civilization.
Chucky is now going to play the part of the celebrated name giver.
Yes. Be our name giver, Chucky. So I call you up on my... Wait, I don't have a phone. I'm a bamboo cutter. I send a message great distances by donkey. I don't know.
I have arrived here.
This
is your donkey. I have brought back the donkey.
Awesome! I only had one, so it's a good thing that you brought him back. It was a sacrifice, but it's good that you brought him back. So I have a
sacrifice is not required.
So I have a
name, no sacrifice.
So I have a
sacrifice, old thing.
So I have a.
We don't do sacrifice.
Okay,
anymore.
I have a daughter.
Yes.
And you're the name giver, so you need to name her.
Okay.
But you're not allowed to see her, because nobody's allowed to see her, because she's behind the screen. So you just have to give her a name from out here, outside the house.
Well, I might ask. Those are the beautiful white fixtures, but I don't see any source of light.
That would be my daughter. Yeah, she glows like that. It's normal. Don't worry about it.
Well, this is quite a pretty shimmering. She'll have to meditate. And I just sit down and start.
Can I get you anything? Tea? Bamboo? I have lots of bamboo.
Tea would be good.
Right. I'll go get that. And he goes into the house and grabs some tea for the name giver.
Okay. At this point, when he goes away, I try and go over behind the screens to see her.
Well, I think you might need like a stealth, or I might need a perception or something to see if you're trying to.
Justin, you're the narrator here. What's up?
I'm actually doing something funny. Yeah, no, he gets a perception check. You have
It's
to
a
roll stealth.
I mean,
The
I
name
have
giver has to roll a stealth check.
I would ask a advantage here because I managed to get him out of the room.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll give you an advantage.
That's fine. I don't mind. I have a -3 perception
Okay.
anyway.
Just add normal adding. Oh, 10. Okay, you see me. You hear me.
All right.
Well, does he? I mean, do name givers have stealth as like a?
That's a good
proficiency?
point. Are they proficient in stealth? Name
All right,
givers?
roll me your dex. I need to know what the name giver's dex is.
Okay, 3d6. There we go. 11. So even if I
Yeah.
have a proficiency, I wouldn't.
He ends up seeing you trying to
So,
sneak in.
so it's unfortunate because I'm a wealthy man and I've just put in new stairs and they like got a little bit of that, you know, the really easy to hear wood clacking noise as you walk up with your wood
Exactly,
sandals
yep,
because
yep.
this is Asia. So I see you. I hear you going around the screens and I come out with half a cup of tea in my hand because I've spilt it like running out and I'm like, you can't go behind the screens. You have to name her from out here. Nobody can see her.
Oh yes, yes. Sorry, I sometimes meditate move.
All right, fine.
You know, when
then.
meditate, you just move without your.
I'm gonna
sense,
keep a
you
close
bloody
eye
instinct.
on you now.
Yes. After I drank a lot of milk, a lot of tea, and just eat whatever I can, just basically suck out whatever resources I can from here. I will go.
Real quick, there's a poll in chat with some potential names. If chat wants to look at them and perhaps vote on them.
Oh no.
Okay. So we have a couple of names. So I'm consulting the gods today. Yes, there's a mighty task. I do not know yet what name to give. I shall have to wait a bit for the response of the gods.
Of course. You wait on those gods. I'm fine here myself.
Good. Yes. Yes. Well, I have to say yes. After deep meditation, deep meditation. Yes, deep indeed. I come to the conclusion that because of this girl, and you have a daughter, I can only name her that bitches be girl. That is what the gods have chosen. There have been a couple of choices for the gods. The gods have all voted on bitches be going, so I cannot go against the gods. You need to
I
understand
can't
this.
say that I'm particularly enthused by your naming choice for my lovely daughter.
Well, I am the holy man, not you, so you just need to trust me. I know what I'm doing. I talk to the gods. The gods talk back to me.
Can I get a persuasion? Because I feel like the father would be like, no.
I am very bad at persuading. That's yeah. Yes.
All right, so
Yes.
negative.
Yes. This is the right choice for you. This name will bring honor and glory to family.
I don't know if expletives bring honor where you're from, but where I'm from, here in this hut, it's not really a thing. But we can shorten it. We can make ourselves both happy. So we can't call her bitches, because that's a little bit... But we could call her glowing.
What? Mrs. B, maybe?
Bitsy.
Princess B.
Perhaps you could share the god's second choice.
The gods, a second choice. Yes. Well, no. Well, I particularly yes. The second choice it is no, Firefly.
See,
But I
that's
feel
more acceptable. I mean, that's a name at least. It's not like a sentence.
yes, but more gods voted on Princess B. BB growing. Yes.
All right, fine. I mean, you're not
Thank you.
very persuasive, but
I shall go sacrifice this donkey now, and
I thought you said a sacrifice wasn't necessary.
this is a special name. Your daughter is going.
No, you get no
need to understand
sacrifices
this.
for this name. I try and take my donkey back.
Okay, I will do an opposed. Like I want an opposed.
Yep. Opposed strength checks. Just do it.
Oh, 1 second, not 3d6. There we go, 12. So
Damn
I
it,
have
you
a
have a way higher strength than me. I got 5. All right.
Yes.
So-
So,
5 is a negative what for? It's
-3.
yeah.
-3. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, so
Sorry, the donkey's coming. It is a tradition. The emperor decrees it. Sacrifices for special
the old
names.
man like hurts his back trying to pull the donkey away.
And
Really?
yes,
Does
please,
it give me a con check? Actually, your con's pretty good. Your con's +3. This shouldn't be that bad. Okay, he does
There.
not permanently cripple himself.
Good, yeah. Good.
Mhm.
It's good to know.
I take
Fighting
the
a
donkey.
muscle donkey.
So
I take the donkey out into the bamboo fields and I simulate sounds of hacking.
Okay.
give me a performance check.
Okay.
I mean, he's a professional name giver, so his performance is probably pretty good.
Yeah, I'll give you proficiency on this.
No,
but his
because-
charisma's like
yeah.
4. He rolled it earlier,
Yeah,
right?
so yeah. Yes.
So that's like a
after that, I
7.
don't.
So
I don't wait around.
So I basically,
just run away.
so I
with it.
basically just hear Chucky in the woods, like the name giver, going like,
The name giver. Yes.
I'm killing the donkey.
Yes.
Ah, good
Yes,
job.
Yes. Donkey dead. Donkey dead. In the name of the gods, donkey is dead. I now go home. And then you hear, meh.
Donkey.
Yeah, donkey is a zombie. He come back to life. I must take him to Emperor. Show him this.
The
And I
idea of
just
this
run
all
away.
happening while I can't see it is amazing. Just like in the bamboo forest somewhere, there's like sounds. So the old man crosses his arms in angry, upsetness and walks back inside to go see his daughter so he'll be happy because he needs to take some daughter-related looking Xanax.
And thus began the 3 days of the festival of the naming of the daughter of the bamboo cutter, who is
Yeah.
no
In which
longer a
the
bamboo
name
cutter but a
giver-
wealthy man.
In which the name giver dressed himself up, disguised himself to be able to steal even more food.
He came back with like a mustache on. Like, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It is me, the half-brother of the name giver. I have come here to repair the wrongdoings of my brother.
Alright, Chucky is no longer the name giver. The name giver's part in the story is past.
It's over.
Chucky can go back to being the narrator.
Okay.
Oh man.
So the festival begins.
Oh, the friends and relations of the old couple were present, and great was their enjoyment of the festivities held to celebrate the naming of Princess B.
Yeah.
Everyone who saw her declared there have never been seen anyone so lovely as her. All the beauties throughout the length and breadth of the land would grow pale beside her, so they said, and made me laugh very hard at her name if they knew her full name.
It's a well-kept family secret.
Yes. The fame of Princess B loveliness spread far and wide, and many were the suitors who desired to win her hand, or even as much as to see her. Suitors from afar and near posted themselves outside of the house and made little holes in the fence in the hope of catching a glimpse of the princess as she went on one room to the other along the veranda. They stayed there day and night, sacrificing even their sleep for a chance of seeing her, but all in vain. Then they approached the house and tried to speak to the old man and his wife or some of the servants, but entry was not granted. So, Justin, I want you to play the role of one of the suitors speaking to the bamboo cutter.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so give us your best weird stalker.
My best weird stalker. I ardently desire to see her. You don't understand. We're connected. I have an inner light and she has an outer light. We complement each other so well.
Nobody's allowed in at all. Not you. Not any other inner light people. No one.
Could
Only
you just-
I get to see her.
Could you just tell her? Could you just tell her about my inner light? I know she'll understand. She'll feel the same instant connection that I did when I heard about her.
Sure, I'll tell her, yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Door.
1,000 blessings upon your house.
Still, in spite of all their disappointments, they stayed day after day and night after night and counted it as nothing. So great was their desire to see the princess. At last, however, most of the men, seeing how hopeless their quest was, lost heart and hope both, and returned to their homes, all except 5 knights,
Dun dun.
whose ardor and determination, instead of waning, seemed to wax greater with obstacles. These 5 men even went without their meals, and took snatches of whatever they could get brought to them, so that they might always stand outside the
Okay,
dwelling.
we need to stop there. Who is bringing these guys food?
I mean, it's kind
a
of
good
implied that they're
point.
knights, so they have. I think they have like squires running to and from, right? Which were just doing that.
But like also, you gotta think, if we're in the middle of a bamboo forest, how much other food is there around? So I mean, we have to be getting, and we've got like a mansion and like servants now because we're wealthy, right? We just
Right.
built it on top of where our bamboo shack was. So
yeah, but
For some bizarre
imagine
reason.
this.
yeah,
So at least you'd have a couple of merchants coming around.
That's what I'm saying, like-
simply because of the princess and the light and the
She's-
beauty. I mean, you'd have a lot of merchants.
she's
trying
like a
to come
tourist
around.
attraction. There'd be like a sushi cart or something, you know, like that would.
Okay,
like,
okay, I'll buy that. So they have squires who are buying food and bringing it to them. So they're not actually starving. They're just kind of sitting there all the time.
It's like, you bring me that. You bring me water.
Yeah.
You bring me my shit.
Okay,
bucket."
we're fine. Yeah, you're right. They probably have retainers. They can order around. It's fine. So this is not actually that much of a hardship. The store.
No,
We're,
yeah. They're just
Yeah.
they're just bored. That's all. Like that's
Yeah,
all that's
yeah.
wrong, really. I mean,
and
It's like we're bored of paying women to have sex with us. We want a princess.
and no, not even really bored, right? Because they feel an inner sense of ardor that's keeping them going. And if you felt that way, you never feel bored when you're doing something that you think might get you there.
I guess that's true. So
It
so
absorbs
in
attention.
fact they're basically just doing what they like doing, which
Yeah.
is sitting around
Yeah.
pining. Like
Perfect. Yeah, it seems completely what the story is trying to tell us. Yes.
Okay. I wasn't
So-
happy when I read that line, but now I'm fine.
ardor and determination, yeah, and the food.
So sometimes they even wrote letters to the princess, but no answer was vouchsafed to them.
They wrote bad poetry.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, you know, the real problem is that
You know,
the old man, was charging like too much of a cover charge to get in to see the princess. Like nobody could pay it. That's
Wait. When did you? We started out with no one's allowed to see her. When did
No,
you
but
start
no one's.
charging a
You know
cover?
what? The reason no one's allowed is because nobody can pay enough. You'd have to like buy me several mansions, and nobody has that kind of money.
Oh, so there's like a sign.
Yeah,
pri-
well, I mean,
Yes.
eventually there might be somebody who earns the right to see the princess, but you know, several mansions for the old man first, right? Like,
Okay, we gotta keep up on this. So
Yeah, no, this is good. This is everything that happens.
Can't afford it. Got it.
It pans forward into the story. Okay, so where were we? Poems, yes, bad poetry. Justin, can you give us an example of the bad poetry that you wrote?
Sure. The first night wrote her poem once, and it went like, "Oh, Princess Bee, I think about you making love to me. Up all night, under the stars. They don't shine as brightly as our hearts. Oh, Princess Bee, why won't your father let me see you?"
Perfect.
It's just a,
Perfect.
It's just a picture of a grumpy old man at the bottom, like.
It's like this family photo with the knight, the princess, and the old man, grumpy old man. I could have cut out.
That's.
And I crossed out. Okay, so in this hopeless state, the winter passed. The snow and frost and cold winds gradually gave place to the gentle warmth of spring. Then the summer came, and the sun burned white and scorching in the heavens above and on the earth beneath. And still, these faithful knights kept watch and waited. At the end of these long months, they called out the old bamboo cutter and entreated him to have some mercy upon them and show them the princess.
Yeah.
And I think this is where Justin jumps in as the narrator, and I jump in as like the idea of the nights, because there's gonna be particular nights after that.
But you're like
But
all
at this
5
point,
right now. You're like.
Yeah, because you don't need to have 5 nights right now. There's only a whole.
Of course, of course.
The Knights of the Boy Band.
Yeah. The poor lyrics. Amateur boy
So,
band.
Justin, what's up?
Well, I was actually going to be the knights, but
Well, you're already the princess, so that would be a bit conflicting.
well, no, because the princess never says anything. She's like doesn't show up and do anything.
Yeah, but still, I think that's a bit conflicting.
That's true. They're not on screen at the same time, so we're fine. We're fine. So one day, all 5 knights, as a group, decided to pick one spokesman to represent their interests, because they didn't want to be jealous of each other.
Wait, what was the name of the spokesman? Like, who
They
was
thought
this
the
knight?
best man should win, and he was referred to as the Poetry Knight, because
How did
that-
they decide that this was the guy that was going to represent them?
he had the highest charisma, and he talked them into it.
Oh, I see. He used his poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's you know who it is actually? This man that looks kind of like this and has a mustache, and he's been actually here longer than any of the
Oh
others.
no!
Yeah, he's been kind of here older than any of the others. And one night, like during the festival, one night disappeared, and suddenly this mustache man appeared in his armor. But it's okay. He just said he wanted in a duel.
I see.
Yep.
So
And he
what
goes,
you're telling us is the representative is the name giver.
No! Oh, how I am Sir Percival the Mustachian.
I see.
And I kind of spray with my mustache.
You look a little
will
bit
be-
familiar. I feel like I've
Oh,
seen
maybe
you
no.
before.
Well, I have a common face. I've been in the children books. I am a hero. Yes, it is. All of this country knows about me. I have songs written about me.
I see. Okay. Well,
yes.
what can I do for you, Sir Percival Mustachio?
Well, we have burned precious incense. We have written all the bad poetry that we could come up with.
they admit it's bad. Like, we have written all the poetry. We've written all the bad poetry. Yes, your poetry
we've
was
gone
quite
without-
bad.
We've gone without food and without rest. Only
that taste.
and an ardent hope of seeing a princess bee.
How did you find out that name?
This man, without my mustache, of course, dressed in common clothes with a donkey, said it to me. Yes.
Wait, he still had the donkey? I thought he killed it.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Well, what? I'm assuming you're here to ask me to see the princess again. This is getting a little old. We've been here like what, 2 years now at least.
Well, that should just prove. I mean, you are getting old, and who's going to have to take care of Princess B if not one of us? And I mean, if we have not proven our honor and our determination to catch.
You proved that
just
you're
the
lazy
glimpse.
enough and shirk your responsibilities long enough that you're willing to sit here for 2 years and pine. Where are your families? Where's your job? Like, what are you supposed to be doing right now that you're just sitting here for 2 years?
Jobs? Sorry, I have a keep. Need a job. What is a job?
But as I said, there are responsibilities, right? There are things that you should be
squires, retainers. Well, this is actually even more of an advantage that we can just sit here. It proves how wealthy we are and how well we can take care of your princess, of your daughter, if she was to marry one. Do you want your daughter to go unmarried?
All right, I mean, that's true. That's true. You make a good point, Mustachio. So, what are you going to do to prove to me that you're the guy and not one of those other 4 Nimrods out there?
Whatever is needed. Whatever the princess would ask of me, I will do. And the Nimrods might try as well. It is just a chance to give them, but I am sure that they will pose no threat to true love and true ardor and determination. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, well, I guess I'll ask the princess what she thinks. Because I've been making all the decisions, and she's just sitting back there glowing. So I think maybe it's time to see what she wants. And there are 5 of you, so she has to choose one if we're going to do this whole marriage thing. And she's got to choose. I mean, I could choose, but... I mean, I'm going to be dead in a couple of years, let's be real. So it's probably not a big deal. I'll go talk to the princess.
Okay, and thank you very much.
Now, go back over there, far away from the door. You kind of smell. You've been sitting for 2 years.
Yes, 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 yes. And in the distance, you hear a neighing of a donkey. Like in the distance.
Alright, so the old man goes to the princess who's sitting in her room or whatever, I would assume. And
now it is my time to just sit back and let you guys
and
do an awkward scene.
It's gonna say, Princess, there are 5...
Yes, Father!
There are 5 men outside who have been there for a long, long time, and they want to marry you, but you can only marry one. There's none of this whole other thing that we would do. No, only one. So, what should we do to see which one of the 5 gets to marry you? What's your idea on that regard?
But Father, I don't want to marry anyone. I want to stay here with you forever.
But I'm not going to be around forever. I'm already really old, and I almost hurt my back permanently arguing for a donkey with a namekeeper a little while ago. It just proves my mortality. So...
Only 2 years ago.
when I die, I need to know that somebody's going to look after you.
Can't I marry one of them when you die?
I mean, you could, but there's nobody to keep them out if you wait until I'm dead. You see?
Oh. Well, that's awkward.
A little bit. Yeah.
So are you ordering me to marry one of them? Because if you ordered me to, I will of course obey as your faithful daughter.
I don't want to order you. I want you to do it on your own, because this hurts me. It hurts me more than it hurts you to let go of you this way. I feel conflicted. But the knights make a good point. I'm not gonna be here for that much longer.
Well, if I'm only marrying one of them to protect me after you're gone, then perhaps we should set them a task to see who would be the best protector.
Yes, a task. I like that. Should we meet them beforehand, or are we just gonna tell them to do stuff and then have them come to us?
I don't want to see any of them. You've kept me hidden for so long. I don't even know how I'd respond.
I agree. I will mediate for you.
Oh, Father, thank you. Thank you.
Alright, so, we need to set them all tasks. Or is it going to be the same task, or are we setting them different tasks?
I think it would engender too much competition if we gave them all the same task.
I mean, it's in the spirit of competition, don't you think? Because they're competing for you, essentially.
Yeah, but what if they killed each other to decide who finished first, and I couldn't bear to have those deaths on my conscience?
That's true. If they were together, they might cheat by killing each other, so we should separate them. You're right. You are a cunning princess that has lived in this mansion your entire life and never seen anybody but me. So you really learned some things in your time here.
I just have these bright ideas. I don't know where it is.
Of course. Well, you always seem like a bright one to me. Now, all right, so I'm going to go talk to the knights. You stay here, and I'll see if I can get rid of them. At least they'll go away for a while if we set them a task. They'll stop bothering us.
Yes.
And I go out to see the knights to talk to Mustachio and tell him,
Yes, Mr. Mustachio, ready to, please, Princess, B.
all right. So I talked to my daughter, and she says that you all have to perform a trial to prove your love for her. And whoever is successful and does what we need you to do, you're gonna be the ones who marry. You know what I mean? Like the one person who comes back first, you're gonna win, and you're gonna marry the princess. I didn't really think this through before I started talking, so I'm trying to make it up as I go along.
Yes, well, what you got to serve, of course. Different trials or the same trial?
Different trials. All of you are gonna have different trials, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring back things that my daughter wants. Not that I want, but what my daughter wants. Yeah.
Yes. Well, and well, would you be delegating these tasks?
Of course.
Well, just put it like, if you have, who do you think would be, as a father will know best which of us is the best fit, so, delegating those tasks appropriately, yes.
I mean, of course, I'll be examining each one of you and assigning you a task depending on how I feel about you at the time. So
Yes. See, smart man, wise man. I bow to the honor and glory of family.
yes, thank you. I also no, I don't bow to you. Never mind. I'm old and you have to respect me. All right, so let's let's get your compatriots out here, and I'll assign them their tasks to send them on their way.
Okay, we all just line up with like Mustachio, kind of just up like this, very much up. Like everybody is kind of like trying to get a bit in front by doing something specific. With Mustachio's doing this.
All right, so I don't care what your names are at this point in time. We're gonna assign you a task. I really don't care who you are. You're gonna bring back the thing I want. I mean, my daughter wants. So.
The bamboo cutter points to them and it's like, you're number 1, you're number 2, now you're number 3, you're number 4, you're number 5.
I was just about to do that. So, we're gonna assign you numbers. Mustachio, you're first knight. Other guy second, other guy third, next guy fourth, and the guy at the end over there with the really bad acne, he's fifth. Alright.
Yes.
So, alright, so here are the tasks. These are the tasks that I'm going to assign. Alright, first knight. What you're going to do is you're going to travel all the way to India. Okay? Well, it's not that far. It's like a little way, but it's not so bad. You're going to go to India, and you're going to get me a specific bowl. Okay? It's really specific. It belongs to Buddha. Okay? Or it used to belong to Buddha, at least. But it's really valuable, so you go get that. And you bring that back here. And if you bring that back here first, you win. And don't move yet! Alright, we're going to assign the rest of the tasks first. So second night. You're going to go up a really tall mountain. I don't know how high. It's on the Eastern Sea. So it's like kind of that way. You're going to bring me a branch of a tree that grows at the very top. Alright. There's silver in the ground around this tree. Its roots are silver, and the trunk is gold, and the branches bear jewels. You're gonna be able to tell the tree. I mean, it looks like a tree made of valuables. Just bring me a branch from that tree, and I can plant it in my garden, and I can grow my daughter really wants it. Okay. Third night. You, my good sir, or, I mean, I don't really know your quality, but I'll just say good sir. You're gonna go to China. You're gonna look for the fire rat. I have no idea where it is. Somewhere in China. There's only one. So have fun with that. And you're gonna bring me the skin of it. Okay, so you're gonna find the fire rat, you're gonna skin it, and you're gonna bring it to me. Well, you're really warm. And, you, fourth guy. You are gonna look for a dragon. Alright, you're gonna find me a dragon. I mean, you're a knight, so you're good at slaying things. So you should be able to deal with a dragon. This dragon has gems on its head. Okay? There are gems on its head. It's a stone in the center that radiates 5 colors. There are 5 colors that come out of this stone. You're gonna find this dragon, you kill it, you're gonna take its stone, okay?
So, what's gonna happen with all of the knights is that each, as he gets his tasks, is like, oh, like, and after he hears the next task, he's like, good luck with that, buddy.
And last night, you look like you're maybe like just ending puberty. This night, he's got like bad acne scars. I'm just claiming fifth night as an acne scarred guy. You are going to find a swallow. That's kind of bird. It's kind of bird, just so you know. That's a kind of bird. And you're gonna find the one that's carrying a shell in its stomach. There's this particular shell. I mean, you'll know it when you see it. It's probably made of platinum or something. You're gonna bring that to me. And this is a bird, so it could be anywhere. So just like take a look around and see if you can find it. It's a swallow. Just shoot all the swallows you see, and
so,
bring me the one that has a shell in its stomach.
I need to point this out. So we have 5 knights arrayed in a line. This is the 5th knight over on here. What happens is that all of the knights gonna go like this, staring at him. Like, imagine this, like a row of knights, whoop, whoop, each head kind of popping up and kind of staring at him with hate. And the 4th knight saying, I have to see a fucking dragon.
The 5th knight's like, I have to find the one swallow in the world that has a shell in its stomach. You know how many swallows are in the world? Is it an African or European swallow? I don't even know.
All I know is a swallow. There you go, guys. Those are your tasks. So, 3, 2, 1, go!
Pistachio ones. Okay, and I think now is when it's gonna be pretty interesting. We're gonna go and see what happens with each of the knights.
The old man wipes his brow and heads back inside, saying to himself, well, they're gone for good now. Nobody's coming back from any of those places. And
so,
goes to look at his daughter.
Guys, we've gone through 1 hour of our format.
Wait, I have a question. Does the bamboo cutter just spend all his spare time creepily looking at his daughter?
Just staring at his daughter.
It's like crack.
And counting his money.
It's literally like crack. It's like I'm staring at her. Since I got you, I now have money. I now have people to order around. I have a bitching house. I have knights bringing all the random shit that's worth more than a whole kingdom to me. This is good.
Buddha's stone bowl.
Okay, so again, the question is, I really like the way we've gone with this. I love the way it feels very natural, the way the story has progressed. Especially Mr. Mustachio.
Mustachio.
I'm not biased at all, especially Mr. Mustachio is like the main attraction to this story.
Oh, really?
He's pretty
good. Yes, definitely, yeah. He's the best. Okay, so, now this was a question because we've all didn't really manage to get together and talk about the show beforehand. Do you wanna do another hour, or do you wanna do a two-parter? What do you guys feel? Because we're at the middle of this, literally at the middle, so Can I continue this for another hour, or?
I can do another hour. I mean, that would just be
I'm-
my normal streaming time. So
I'm fine. Either way, I just gotta keep up. You guys are so on point, and I'm playing the old man. So
Okay, so let us go and take a small break, guys, and we're gonna be coming back with the second hour of Pinball Storytellers.
just
and our show.
to make sure that
Go on.
why don't we say the wife died during that first winter?
well, I mean, when you have a daughter as attractive as that, and your husband's not paying you any attention, I don't.
Because she hasn't factored into the story at all so far, and I feel like there's a
Yeah.
reason. There has to be a reason she's not here.
I think that he was like, I'm still sharing her with somebody. Somebody's seeing her. It's my wife.
She just
And-
like murdered his wife.
I think murdered. I think it's more of a I found her. I called dibs on her. So
I called
it's- and he got so rich that he just built a house.
He just built
Kinda
he
around
just built a
it.
guest house.
He built a
for-
guest house
Yeah.
and forced his wife to live in it, and he hasn't seen
Yeah.
his wife.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what the wife
Oh
is,
my
in a
god!
guest house.
All right. As long as she's not around, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. That's so fucked up. This bamboo cutter's so fucked up.
I didn't mean to take him in such a way, but yeah, he does some pretty screwed up stuff.
That's the way it goes.
Alright.
Okay, so we're taking a small break, coming in a couple of minutes with the second part of our story. See you guys then.